up. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Michigan State Spartans return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Throws to the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best.
Just keeps moving. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man on the right. All kinds of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wake Forest's offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never develops.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This crowd going to try to Pressure coming. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They want to just keep throwing it. And the blitz gets to him just like that. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Excellent field position here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out. Offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made the extra point.
Managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. On second down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, he got loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit.
Ran through the top. He smashes his way through again. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Going up top on first down. He's got it down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Spartans.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try. Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Spartans want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. What a snag by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Makes his man miss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He finds his man. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Unloads to the right. Got his man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Gets it out quickly. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got a man. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he is going to be short. He just stepped out of bounds, but he was short of the first down marker. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. to the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chambers. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Now on first down after that completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the option. He'll toss it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give and the run on 4th down. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Is that a secret? We've been calling his name all day. Clutch situation around midfield. You need a first down, you give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the first down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires and picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. Second tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thorne. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, they have
this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick completion to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Trying to find his man on first down. Rolls it in. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Demon Deacons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's got his man. At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. And the Spartans have this offense rolling.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll try it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back from your offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target over the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Game could be decided right here. Crowd behind this defense on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's got him this time. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man in the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. Brings up
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.